and using that height to his advantage.
Nice focus on the finish. Turner making sure he did everything he could to muscle it in.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And
Yes! Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and finish. His line work.
Here's Edwards. Good work there as it goes. Edwards has got 9.
pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Tatum. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The layup off target. It's stolen by Hart. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Miami Heat. It's a three-point game. Here's Fears. And he slams it in one-handed.
Fears might not be the biggest guy on the floor, but he can really get up.
To the paint. Left side Tatum. 3 seconds left. And finished off by Tatum.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Memphis Grizzlies. 11 points in the quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
To the inside. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
On either side of the pick and roll, Tatum is a real threat.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And finished off by Tatum.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum, sending a message.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Good. Tatum's got 17. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three. To the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
A nice shot by Fears.
Yeah, fantastic work inside by Fears. He loves trying his luck down there.
Left side Tatum. Buzelis grabs the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. don't see that from him very often.
It's good. 13 points in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Grizzlies lead by 6. For 3, here's Lillard. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
Going inside, Lillard for 2.
Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
To the middle. Here's Hunter. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 11. There's Neesmith with a 3. Counted from distance. Neesmith got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Williams. Outside Neesmith. Here's Spencer. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. He can't get it to go. Grizzlies lead by 8. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Hunter on the wing. For 3, here's Lillard. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A minute 50 left in the first half. Outside Johnson. Memphis with a rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. The shot by Lillard, no good. Heat trailed by 11. Here's Buzelis. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
It's hard on the wing from about 16, and that one comes up a bit short. And it's Miami's ball. Back to Johnson. Lillard pulls down the board. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Heat on D. They trail by 9. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hart. Tatum looking it over. And so it's Memphis. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And finished off by Tatum.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Pass to Tatum. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back over to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Tatum, good.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Takes a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Edwards with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Buzelis, and he lays it up and in. Buzelis has got a second bucket on the night.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Lillard with the ball. 11 points in the game. Tatum inside. 5 to shoot. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on all.
Oh, wow. Just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level. Yeah, a shifty, confident guard who can do a little of everything. If Fears can improve his shooting, he'll be a nightmare for defenses. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Rollins. Grizzlies lead by 18. Right side, Tatum. Rebound, Miami.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Edwards gets the bucket.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pass to Tatum. Over Boozelis. Tatum gets the bucket. Timeout. Tatum's got 37.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Spencer. Still no points. Pass to Edwards. The three ball. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful, penetrating, and getting offensive production.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he drops the first.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. Where he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
And again, Memphis no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Edwards no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Rollins. And stolen by Edwards. Oh! Edwards finishes the break.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Moody. Shoots over Neesmith. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Edwards. From downtown, Edwards on target.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops it. Just let him roll.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Grizzlies. He's nearing the 40-point mark. Just get. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4, he trailed by 12. Left side, Neesmith. No good, off the front rim. And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Moody. Here's Walter. Here's Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Rollins, no good. Out on his own on the break. And Williams punches it home.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Thank you for that, Allie. Driving inside, and he trims the lead to single digits.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Rollins. Williams grabs the board. Miller on the wing. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. To the middle. It's stolen by Hart. Beyond the arc. Rebound Miami.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
On target from range. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So both teams making some changes here. Grizzlies lead by 5. Pass to Tatum from outside the arc. Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 40 points.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Pierce shot is off. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And he comes up with a bucket. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen. He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Offensive rebound. Here's Tatum. Oh, yes!
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle. Puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Memphis leading by 14. Outside Tatum. Here's Tatum attacking. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Edwards. Now pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Puts the move on. He takes it in. Oh, no good on the dunk. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Tatum draws the double. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
Oh, wow.
Real stuff.
That's what they came for.
Wow.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 60.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter. right on the sideline. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, and since both teams are in similar positions in the conference, winning the series this year would make a nice statement.
And while many teams are a revolving door of head coaches, Stan, the Heat have valued continuity.
They absolutely have. Eric Spoelstra is one of the longest tenured coaches in NBA history. Only Greg Popovich and Jerry Sloan coached their teams longer. And Spoelstra has had great success, leading the Heat to 6 finals while winning 2 of them.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over DeRozan. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The drive by Jokic. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Swiped away. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Edwards got 8 points. To the inside. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with this plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And he gets the bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Fear. DeRozan's shot is off.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And Randall throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he could test the old stat, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Here's Edwards, and he slams it down right on top of DeMar DeRozan.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Takes the three, and Trey Murphy gets the three. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Now here's Edwards. 15 points in the game. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
At the elbow, Jokic over Fears. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat, going on an absolute rampage. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForest, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 17. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Lots of room. Good on the jump shot. 5 points in the game.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Fear. And slam dunk by Fear.
Oh, Fears. How explosive.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jokic inside. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside outside shot. But going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Puts up a three. Neesmith can't get it to go. Jokic high post. He has 6. The rebound by Anderson. Heat leading by 12. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now. Well, that's just inexcusable defense there. If you give Jokic a lane like that, the joke's on you.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Miami with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works. Neesmith can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hero, no good. Heat leading by 8. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Heat. To end the cold streak, Neesmith can't get it to go.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still over from the field.
And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And DeRozan, here we go. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Now Hero. No good with the layup. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Magic trailed by 8. Outside DeRozan. Now, here's Jokic. Rebound by Williams. The Heat leading by 8. Like we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Kicks it out to Hero. Marshall can't hit.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The Magic trailed by 8. Here's Jokic. Miami grabs the miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's Williams high post. All alone. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again? I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort. Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Edwards. Fears with it. Back to Edwards. Now Fears. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Gotta have some touch as a guard. Fears showing off there with the floater.
Jokic. That one good for 2. Jokic just got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, the awareness of space on the floor that Jokic has is something that sets him apart. He and LeBron.
That was something else.
Are you kidding me? Strong finish by Randall. He's really worked on his upper body over his career.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Pass to Buzelis. Oh, Edwards!
Well, when Edwards gets this high, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Pass to Queen. Now and Edwards with the stop.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring line. Ants emerged as an elite player.
It's stolen by Buzelis. Over in the corner, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .152 left in the third quarter. It's DeRozan with the drive. And a missed layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Magic trailed by 10. Here's Big Nikola Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 7 now in this quarter.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
Orlando with the ball. There's Hero with a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Pass to De Silva. Here's Spencer. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Neesmith. Misses the 3. Now Podziemski. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. 6:31 seconds left in the third. From deep. Miami no good on that time either. The Magic trailed by 10. Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's hauled in by Klug. Here's Neesmith. And the three ball is good. Neesmith has got himself on the board with 3 there. This one for 3. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into Miami Heat. 48. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Miami leading by 13. Here's Spencer. Over to the wing. Pass to Neesmith. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Pass to Neesmith. And he's good on the 3 ball. Neesmith has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Heat.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
And Vucevic throws it down.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic and he makes a play.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away. Check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's Edwards. Julius Randle with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also, gotta be impressed with their interior play. Getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Pritchard with the ball. And it's Jokic in the corner. Fader on the way. No good there.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away, put the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot.
A nice shot by Fears.
A nice touch from Fears inside, showing that blend of skill and athletic ability scouts like so much.
It's off target. The Heat leading by 14. Edwards, a huge two-handed slam.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Here's Hero. From deep, another shot. Puts it right back up and in.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Misses the three. The Magic trailed by 14. Here's Hero. Now Pritchard. Pocket 6. Can't get it. Edwards looking it over. Not gonna go. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Jokic inside. And that one is good.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
Hey guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Now Hero shoots the three. The putback jacks up a three. A three-pointer. Good. Here's Edwards.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Can't get it to go. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this